Imagine building the largest land empire the world has ever known, then vanishing into death without leaving a trace. I'm Edward, and today we're unearthing one of the greatest historical mysteries of all time, the lost burial site of Genghis Khan. For over 800 years, historians, archaeologists, and treasure hunters have searched for the final resting place of the Mongol emperor who conquered more of the world than Napoleon or Alexander the Great. But despite countless legends and expeditions, his tomb has never been found. How could the burial site of one of history's most powerful figures remain hidden for centuries? The answer may lie in the extraordinary secrecy that surrounded his death. According to ancient Mongol accounts, when Genghis Khan died, his loyal followers went to extreme lengths to protect his burial. Some stories claim a funeral caravan escorted the body to a remote location, killing anyone they encountered along the way to preserve the secret. Others say rivers were redirected to flood the burial chamber. One tale even suggests that the soldiers who buried him were executed immediately afterward, so that no one could ever reveal the location. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. In recent years, cutting-edge technology has reopened the search. Using satellite imaging, AI analysis, and ground-penetrating radar, researchers have begun scanning the remote steppes of Mongolia from space, looking for subtle shifts in the landscape, irregularities in soil patterns, and buried architectural features that might indicate an ancient tomb. One of the most promising discoveries came when a team of researchers analyzed high-resolution satellite data using AI algorithms trained to detect man-made structures hidden beneath layers of soil and vegetation. What they found stunned them: a suspiciously symmetrical mound in a remote, heavily forested region near the Khentii Mountains, long believed to be sacred ground by the Mongols. Could this be the lost tomb? Let's rewind a little. The Khentii Mountains, deep in the northeastern wilderness of Mongolia, are more than just a scenic range. They're where Genghis Khan was born, where he launched his rise to power, and where he is said to have made his people swear loyalty to a new empire. It makes sense that such a deeply symbolic location would be chosen as his final resting place. But until now, it's been impossible to prove, largely due to Mongolia's strict protection of the region and a centuries-old taboo against disturbing the emperor's grave. And yet, with modern AI-assisted archaeology, the impossible is slowly becoming plausible. Researchers are combining satellite scans with historical texts and oral Mongol traditions passed down for generations. These efforts are painting a clearer picture of what Genghis Khan's burial might have looked like, hidden under natural hills or camouflaged with terrain-altering tactics that erased all signs of human activity. But the reality is even more fascinating. Some experts believe Genghis Khan's tomb wasn't an ornate palace filled with gold and treasure. It was intentionally minimal, possibly underground, and designed to vanish from history. Why? Because in Mongol belief, death was to be honored with silence, not spectacle, and the greatest respect one could give to a warrior like Genghis was to let him rest undisturbed forever. Still, that hasn't stopped researchers from trying to uncover the truth, and now, thanks to AI technology scanning every inch of Mongolia's rugged landscape, we might be closer than ever to solving the mystery. But could there be a reason the Mongols went to such great lengths to keep the tomb hidden? Could it hold more than just bones? Perhaps secrets or relics of immense cultural or political significance? The answer might rewrite what we think we know about the world's most feared and revered conqueror. And what's even more shocking is what researchers believe they're about to find next. Because if Genghis Khan's tomb is discovered, it wouldn't just be a historical breakthrough. It could ignite a global wave of political, cultural, and even spiritual controversy. Some Mongolian scholars and leaders believe the tomb should never be disturbed. In their view, unearthing it would be a violation of sacred tradition, possibly even bringing misfortune. The idea isn't just rooted in respect, it's tied to ancient beliefs that disrupting the resting place of such a powerful soul could release spiritual chaos. Could this be why, after all this time, every attempt to locate the tomb has failed, almost as if something is protecting it? And yet science pushes forward. Advanced AI algorithms are now being used to reconstruct what the burial might have looked like beneath centuries of erosion and forest growth. These models suggest the tomb could be hidden under a man-made hill, surrounded by layers of stone and earth, perfectly camouflaged to mimic the natural landscape. If correct, this would explain why previous searches, both aerial and ground-based, have failed to detect anything unusual. There's also the growing theory that the burial wasn't solitary. Some researchers believe Genghis Khan may have been interred alongside his most loyal generals or members of his family. Imagine the historical treasures, weapons, manuscripts, or ceremonial objects that could lie buried with them, perfectly preserved, untouched for centuries. But this discovery could also bring something much darker. According to legend, the tomb contains not just treasures and bones, but knowledge. Ancient scrolls, unknown maps, battle plans, and perhaps even first-hand records of the Mongol campaigns, documents that could drastically alter our understanding of Eurasian history. What if the tomb doesn't just reveal the past, but threatens the narrative some nations have built around it? The political implications are real. China, Mongolia, and Russia all have complex historical claims tied to the Mongol Empire. If Genghis Khan's tomb is found in one of these regions, questions will immediately arise. Who owns it? Who has the right to study it? Who controls its story? And still, despite all these complications, the search continues. Year after year, expedition teams return to the steppes armed with newer technology, refined data, and renewed hope. But maybe, just maybe, the most profound legacy of Genghis Khan is not the conquest of cities, but the conquest of time. He has become a ghost woven into the land, his memory haunting mountains, echoing across deserts, and buried somewhere no map can reach. A man who controlled millions in life may now be the most elusive figure in death. The truth behind Genghis Khan's lost burial site might always remain just out of reach, but as AI technology advances, satellites scan deeper, and secrets slip through the cracks of time, one thing is certain: the ghost of the Khan is stirring, and his story isn't finished yet. What lies beneath the Mongolian earth may be more than bones. It might be the key to a forgotten empire, and a mystery that refuses to stay buried.